welcoming you to our chair yoga class for today. Today's class, we're going to focus on twisting, the action of twisting, which can help us kind of release and renew. And I find this is a good time of year to be focusing on these concepts of releasing, letting go, and renewing. So with our class today, we're going to be focusing on safe and gentle twists. And I say gentle because I know some of you have severe osteoporosis. And if that is you, you might want to not push yourself above anything, above 20% or so. Or if you have compression fractures in the upper back or the middle back, you can kind of tailor it. So we're going to be focusing on those twists, and the reason being is they're great for improving the mobility in the spine, wonderful for releasing tension, and of course, you always hear in yoga, oh, it's detoxifying to twist the body, but what they really do is simply support the body's natural detoxification process. So if you think about a twist, you're kind of compressing the organs, and then when you untwist, that fresh blood supply comes to take away waste, bring in nutrients. So that's really what's happening there. It can help stimulate the digestive organs, can help us move the lymph fluid, and it can also be sort of detoxing on a mental level as well. So let's go ahead and get our class started. I'm going to begin with a little bit of centering. So coming to sit, maybe at the edge of your chair so we can start using the core muscles. Placing the feet on the earth. Coming up to a tall spine. Maybe closing the eyes if that would feel good. Letting go of the shoulders, the jaw. And just taking a few easy breaths in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. Easy breaths in and out. Letting this be your time to take care of yourself in community with others. In through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. And just allowing yourself to arrive fully in this moment, letting go of the moments that led you here, and entering into this shared, safe community space, exactly as you are. All right, I'm going to blink my eyes open. Let the arms rest down at the sides. And begin to move my head from side to side. So just a little gentle warm up here in the neck and the shoulders, moving the head from side to side. I breathe in to center, breathe out to the side, and just move at the pace that feels right for me. Maybe one more on each side, tilting the head from side to side. You got it. And then we'll come back Lift the arms up about straight out from the shoulders, palms facing down, and then allow the arms to float back down. So we're breathing in, arms lifting, breathing out, releasing down. So just saying hello to the shoulders, feeling that lifting quality of the arms, of the breath, of the spirit. And just know that throughout our session today, if there's anything that doesn't feel right to you, if you're feeling depleted, right, you can skip it, you can modify it, you can do something different. Lifting those arms, releasing them back down one more time. All right, I'm going to bring my hands to my legs here. And I've got my feet on the earth. I'm away from the back of my chair. And I'm just going to lean forward ever so gently, resting my hands on my knees and lifting my fingers out, kind of like I have claws, the claws of a lion. And if you're guessing we're about to do lion's pose, you're right. And this is a great way to release. So what am I releasing here? Maybe it's stress or frustration or sadness. So with my lion's pose, I'm going to be opening my mouth, sticking out my tongue, and just breathing in a soft roar. Maybe one more. Very good. And then releasing, coming back up and lifting the right arm out to the right with the palm lifted. I'm going to tilt my left ear away from the arm and just begin to circle the palms. I'm going to warm up my shoulders a little bit, and maybe the arm is only lifted a little bit, or maybe you skip this altogether. So just circling the palm ever downward. Maybe it's just the hand circling. And then I might tuck my arm behind the back or rest my hand on my hip or modify. And I'm still leaning that left ear towards my left shoulder. I want to try to get a little stretch in the upper right trap muscle, the muscle that connects the neck and shoulder. So I'm just breathing into that, letting time do the work. Got it. And releasing, coming back to center. That looks good, Catherine. I'm feeling that one for you. I'm going to lift that left arm out to the left, or maybe just a little of the ways. Tilt my right ear to my right shoulder. Circle the palm ever so gently, or maybe just wag the hand. Whatever feels good here. Palm moving ever downward, little by little. And eventually you can just tuck the arm behind the back or rest the hand on the hip. I still have my right ear tilting over to my right shoulder, and this is where I let go of effort, right? I release effort and I just let time do the work. Finding my exhales. All right, very good. Coming back up to center and seeing how it would feel to just reach back and grab with both arms the back of my chair or the seat of my chair, just so I can kind of undo a bit of my rounded posture. Maybe lift the heart, maybe lift the chin a little bit if that feels okay. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Really feeling that inhale across the chest. Exhale, rooting down through the feet, or squeezing a little bit more. Very good. And then I'm going to just release and let the arms swing and dangle. Maybe I want to do a little gentle scissoring of the arms across the body. One arm on top, opening and closing my scissors, lubricating the shoulders. All right, and then let's go ahead and come, I'm going to sit back a little farther in my chair back here. So again, I'm away from the back of my chair. See how this feels for you. We're going to lift both arms all the way up. And as you exhale, turn the torso to the right and bring the arms down. And maybe you're just doing the twist part of this. So I'm breathing in, arms rise, turning back to center. Exhaling, turning to the left, arms coming down. Inhale, lift to center. Exhale, twist to the right, arms down. Inhale, lifting to center. Exhale, turning, twisting to the left, arms coming down. And one more at your own pace. One more on each side. And then I'll inhale those arms up one last time, bringing the hands to heart center, resting the hands on the breastbone for a moment, pushing the palms together. Maybe softening my gaze down or even closing my eyes and just widening out my awareness for a moment. That I am not alone in this moment. I'm here in this community of friends, many of whom share this same rare diagnosis, but we are not defined by disease, right? We are whole people caring for ourselves. So widening out the awareness, breathing in, and breathing out. Opening the eyes. I still have my hands here at heart center. And as I take my next exhale, I'm going to twist to the right a little bit. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. So we're twisting again, and the twist is mainly happening as you move from side to side here at your own pace. It's mainly happening in the middle back or the thoracic spine. This is where we have the most rotational capacity in the whole spine, even though it seems like the neck can really do a lot. But this is the place from which we're twisting, is really the middle of the back. And so naturally when I'm doing this, just moving from side to side, I want to engage those muscles along the back of my spine and my core. You can really feel the core working here. So just a little bit of awareness of this core and the back of the body and the middle of the back. And then we'll come back to center, release the hands down into the lap, leaning forward, lift those claws for another lion's pose. We open the mouth, stick out the tongue, and release something that needs to be released. One more. All right. Coming back up, taking a little bit of a wider stance. A little bit of a wider stance here with my feet still on the earth and a gentle torso circle. So warming up the spine a little bit more. And I might kind of lead with the heart, reaching forward with the heart and then retreating away with the heart. Coming back the other direction, I'm still noticing my breath, infusing my practice with my breath. And slowly, slowly making my way back to center. With this nice wide stance, I'm simply going to lean over to the right and maybe bring my right hand a little bit lower on my right leg. Maybe the left hand slides up the left to the left rib cage. I'm coming back to center, breathing in. Exhale, sliding over to the left side, right hand to the right rib cage. And as I move from side to side here, I'm going to anchor down through my sit bones. I'm not going to push past pain or discomfort, but I want to get a nice stretch in the side body. Side to side. One more time on each side. And then coming back up to center. Maybe grabbing onto my chair and walking the legs back in. Extending the right leg. Switching, extending the left leg. Breathing in, right leg lift. Breathing in, left leg lift. Moving from side to side, just saying hello to the legs. Feeling the strength in the legs. Very good. And then we'll release that left leg down. And now I'm going to just walk in place for a moment, very gently swinging my arms, lifting my legs, opposite arm, opposite leg, and we're sending out a huge congratulations to Joan for reaching her goal of walking a 5K. She recovered from amputation, right? And learned to walk again and set this goal that she's been working towards for over a year. And I just am just so thrilled for her to have played this long game of taking baby steps, literally taking baby steps and reaching that goal. So, Joan, I've got to set some goals. I'm inspired by you for sure. All right, relaxing down now. I'm going to scoot to the very back of my chair. Lift both legs, zip them up. Maybe I take my hands straight out in front of me. So I feel the strength in my legs and the strength in my core. I'm sitting up nice and tall, lifting the heart. And this is a modified boat pose. So we're breathing in, breathing out. And one more breath in, breath out, release everything down. I'm sliding to the edge of my chair now. And I'm going to do a little cross crawl movement. And this gives a gentle, gentle twist while you're moving, crunching one knee towards one elbow, opposite knee, opposite elbow. So there's a really gentle sort of twist action happening, but I want to avoid really aggressively rounding the spine here. So I'm just going to start slow. Maybe as I crunch, I'm exhaling. Inhaling center, exhaling crunching. Got it, Anne, beautiful. One more on each side. All right, and then I'm resetting, bringing the hands down, sliding the hands forward, lifting my claws. Lion's pose, let it go. Maybe it's not harsh, maybe it's a gentle roar, a quiet roar. All right, and then we'll sit back up. And I'm going to do that cross crawl again, except for this time I'm going to extend my leg and my arm all the way out and see if I could touch part of my arm to part of my leg. It doesn't matter where, it doesn't matter which, but opposites, sitting up nice and tall, use those core muscles. And it's a very gentle compression of the internal organs here. So we're looking to help stimulate circulation, digestion, get the lymph fluid moving, all those good things we talked about at the beginning. One more on each side. And then relax, take a moment, take a breath or two. And if it's in your practice today, let's do a couple sit to stand. So I'm coming up and coming right back down. I'm looking to stand up safely and mindfully. So I'm practicing, noticing which muscles do I use. Could I use my glute muscles, my core? And when I'm ready to come to stand, I'm going to do so again, slowly, mindfully, if that's in your practice today. And if you want to stay seated, that's absolutely fine. Maybe you want to take a little sip of water. I'm coming to stand, welcoming you, Dottie. Coming to stand with a chair nearby, if you feel like standing up with us today. And if you don't and you want to just watch, you can even get some benefit out of watching somebody else do something, right? Or visualizing yourself doing this in your mind's eye. So standing and bringing your awareness down to your feet and toes, lifting up onto the tiptoes and gently releasing back down. Just saying hello to your ankles, your calves, your shins as you lift up and lift down. Breathing in, maybe one arm lifts. Breathing out, floating that arm down. Maybe it's both arms. Let's do 3 more. Tiptoe lifts. Last one. All right, I'm sinking down into my chair, my imaginary chair, bending my knees, bringing my hips back, pulling my belly towards my spine, isometrically pushing my feet apart. And this is it. This is the pose. It's chair pose. You could stay with your arms where they are, or maybe you bring hands or paws to heart center, or maybe you reach the arms straight out, whatever feels good for you, but you feel the action, right? In your glute muscles, in your core. If you feel tender in the low back, just pull that belly in towards the spine, so integrate. And I'm not rounding forward here. I want to be nice and upright. Big breath in, and then release and walk it out a little bit. Sachet it out a little bit. Get the juices flowing. All right, we're going to come to our warrior one with the right foot forward and the left foot back at an angle. I'm going to sink into my right knee and straighten my right knee a few times. Just kind of find what feels like a stable base here. So that's the right foot forward, left foot back at an angle. Hips are pointed towards my chair. I'm holding onto my chair. And then I'm going to stay in my bent knee shape while I squeeze my left glute muscle. And I could stay here with the hands on the chair or bring my hands to my heart center. Or today I want to try a little twist here. So I'm going to take my left hand to the chair, and with my right arm reaching straight out in front, I'll take a breath in. As I exhale, I'm twisting to the right with my torso, opening that right arm to the right and reaching maybe back behind me. Now I'm isometrically pushing my feet apart. Big breath in. Come on back to center, and we'll do that one more time. Exhaling the right arm open and releasing back to center. And let's go ahead and move into our pyramid pose. So straightening the legs. It's a shorter stance. And I'm just going to take a bow and lean the heart forward. Going down as far as feels good to me, where I'm still getting some stretching sensation here. Belly towards the spine, chin is tucked. Legs are active. Coming down as far as feels good. And then we'll walk ourselves up. Begin to pour the weight into the right foot. I'm holding onto my chair for this, for sure. And I'm going to float my left leg up behind me, leaning the heart forward. And see if I could lift that right arm. So belly up and in. And I might even be able to kind of crunch the knee towards the elbow and then re-extend. And I'm just going to do that a couple times. Breathing in, extending opposite arm, opposite leg, crunching in. And let's call that one a day and take a little break in down dog. So that's a pretty challenging sort of warrior 3 balancing crunch, I'm going to call it. Taking that down dog, you can keep the head lifted if you have glaucoma or vertigo. Right, but maybe I'm holding onto my chair, walking my feet back, and wagging my imaginary tail. Feel that length in the spine. Walking yourself up nice and slow. Stepping that left foot forward. Bringing the right foot back for warrior 1. Nice wide base. Torso is nice and upright. I'm straightening and bending my left knee a few times. So notice if you're rounding forward, see if you could lift that heart, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Staying in that bent knee, I'm going to squeeze my right glute muscle. And that left arm is going to come out in front of me as I hold on with my right hand. And I'll slowly twist to the left, opening that left hand behind me. Feel that nice squeezing action of the twist. Come on back to center. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, twist open to the left one more time. Release back to center. Shortening the stance for pyramid. Take a bow. Find that stretch on the left side. So I want to avoid rounding the back here too. I'm pulling the belly towards the spine, tucking my chin, only going as far as feels good to me. Yeah, I love it, Marty. Breathing in, breathing out. And then slowly walking my way up, starting to pour the weight into that left foot. I'm kicking the right leg up behind me, leaning the heart forward. And now I'm reaching my left arm out, crunching that elbow towards the knee, and re-extending. Breathe in, breathe out and crunch. Maybe 1 or 2 more times. You got it, guys. Beautiful. Last one. Making your way to downward dog. Sigh it out the mouth. Maybe you can create a little exhalation with sound. Focusing on that letting go sound. All right, let's walk ourselves up. Nice and slow. I'm going to do a little bit of a balance twist now. So I'll begin to bring the weight over into my right leg. I'm holding onto my chair. Weight's coming over into, well, actually, let me do this so I'm mirroring you. Weight in the right leg. I'm picking up that left toe and just placing that left toe on the ground. So I still have some connection there. I'm going to bring my hand or hands to heart center, and I'm taking a tiny twist to the left and coming back to center. Breathe in. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. And then releasing back to center, dropping the arms down, letting them swing, moving from side to side, and then we'll switch sides. So pouring the weight into that left leg, picking up the right knee, the right heel, so just that right toe touches down, and you can keep the hand on the chair if you want, right? Or you could take the hands to heart center. And I'm taking a little twist to the right, using my core muscles, breathing in, center. Breathing out, twist right. Breathing in, center. And breathing out to the right. And then release, take a nice wide stance. Lift that right arm up, stretching the side body. Let the left arm swing. Switching sides, stretching over to the opposite side. Moving from side to side, airing out that dusty old accordion. All right, now we're going to come back and we're going to do that same balance twist again, but this time we're going to see if we could lift the leg all the way up off the ground. So you've got some options though. So starting with the weight in the right foot, picking up the left leg, maybe just a hand to the heart, and seeing if you could lift that leg all the way up. And I'm just twisting my body to the left. Coming back to center. Maybe one more twist here. Maybe I try to do it with my hands both at heart center. And then release down, walk it out, let the arms swing. Let's see how this other side goes. So weight in the left foot. Maybe you hold on, picking up that right leg. Hand to the heart or hands to the heart. Taking a little twist to the right. Finding your breath as you come back to center. And one more twist. And then releasing, walking it out. Maybe you want to do a standing cross crawl. Maybe you want to do a seated cross crawl. Opposite arm, opposite leg. So we get that minute twist. Using the core muscles, so staying safe. You got it. One more on each side. Beautiful, Dave. And then let's take that sip of water. And if you've been standing, come on down slowly to sit. Maybe you want to do a chair pose on the way. Or if you're already sitting, maybe you want to do a couple glute squeezes. All right, so crossing that right ankle over the left knee. The right foot is flexed, not pointed. I'm sitting up nice and tall, and I'm just stretching to the max of what feels good to me. So I want to feel some stretching sensation here, but I don't want to feel pain in the knee. If I feel pain in the knee, I'm going to come out of it completely. I'm just relaxing my shoulders. Breathing into this. And then when you're ready, sit up, cross the knee over. I'm going to lift both arms up, breathing in. Exhale, twist to the right, bringing the hands down. The hands can stay, the twist. We're not looking to get where we're going immediately, right? We want to just do a little bit at a time. So as I breathe in, I'm nice and tall. As I breathe out, I might twist a little deeper and using those core muscles and using the arms to help me. Maybe I twist a little deeper, maybe I don't. Softening back to center and switching sides. Left ankle over the right knee, keeping that left foot flexed, not pointed. Stretching to whatever feels good to me. But I want to feel something here, maybe in the outside of the left hip. Leaning forward, softening where I can soften. And then when you're ready, sitting up, crossing the knee over, arms rising up. Exhale, twist left, arms coming down. Find a way to hold the chair and your legs so you are supported without forcing it. That spine is long and tall, and as we twist, we're just squeezing those internal organs, imagining wringing them out. And as you come back to center, all that new, fresh blood rejuvenating the internal organs. Maybe I take a moment, uncross the legs, and just massage the abdomen in a nice clockwise circle, very gentle circle here. And then making any other movements the body is asking for before we come to our rest pose. Any other movements. And then getting yourself really comfortable. Well, maybe you're already there. Right? Maybe you feel perfectly fine in your chair. Or maybe you want to relax on a bed or couch or floor. So just take a moment to get yourself set up so that you can release effort from the body. Maybe you just drape a blanket over the lap, pillow behind the head. When you're ready to perhaps closing the eyes, letting yourself rest for a moment, letting your mind relax as well. And in your mind's eye, just for a moment here, just picturing a tree. Seeing this tree in your mind's eye, shedding its leaves. What would it feel like to release leaves from your branches? Just letting go of each leaf. One by one, maybe the things in your life right now that are not providing you support. Just letting go of the things that are not serving you. Letting your body relax into the soft earth. And once again, in your mind's eye, picturing that tree covered in buds. Beautiful, tender buds. And these buds can represent the things that you're hopeful for. Breathing life into the buds in your mind's eye. And letting them be exactly what they are. They don't have to grow into anything right now, but just allowing them to be the promise of something to come. May all beings everywhere be happy. May all of our friends in this Waldenstrom's community space be happy. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Knowing that you can rest here as long as you like. If that feels good and you want to stay, or if you are ready to come out of your rest pose, maybe making some small movements, licking the lips, swallowing, stretching through the fingers and toes, giving yourself a hug. And coming up to sit at your own pace. Taking the hands to heart center and sending out some support to one another in this December. And thanking you so much for your practice today, friends. Namaste.